Hello, this is the Dutch News Channel, bringing you your daily news, very neutral, very honest and very objective. You can trust us, really. Since the attacks in London, there is a sudden increase in Islamophobia. This is really true. Many Muslims in the Netherlands feel very much discriminated now. I am currently in contact with Selçuk Kuzgun, who is the spokesperson of the Corporation of Dutch Diyanet Mosques, which is a very good organization. Oh, we feel so discriminated. We feel so bad. Please stop, please. As you can see, he feels very bad. Oh, there is so much racism against us peaceful Muslims. It is so unfair. We don't feel welcome in this beautiful country. So see, this all has to do with the rise of populism, which is really very dangerous. We should all learn from the Second World War and solve this problem. Sir, what could the Dutch do to make you feel better? Oh, please allow us to build even more mosques and to have a very loud call to prayer 5 times a day that can be heard in every corner of the country. And please allow Muslim women working for the police to wear their Islamic headscarf while working. That would make us feel more welcome, please. Oh, of course we all hope that people in the Netherlands will learn from these wise words and from the Second World War, and that they will open their hearts to these wonderful ideas. Thank you for your time, sir. The American President Trump has given a very controversial speech in Poland. A very controversial speech. Very controversial.
There is nothing like our community of nations.
You totally don't need to hear more of the speech than these 2 seconds we've carefully selected to show you, but as you could see, this was a very controversial speech. We are currently in contact with Edward Hanekam, who is an expert on Trump. A real expert. Well, as you can clearly see, there is a pattern here. And as you can see, Mr. Trump is using the same type of rhetoric in Poland that he also used in the United States to win the election. It is a certain type of rhetoric. A certain type of rhetoric that he is using. So there is definitely a pattern. That is so interesting. And also he is a very bad man. Oh, that sounds very worrisome. Do you think there still is hope for this world? Well, it is very important that there are also other voices being heard. And sometimes in history, it happens that people are misled during an election and accidentally vote for the wrong candidate. And it is very important to realize that most people who voted Trump are now regretting it. Yes, they are definitely regretting it. Especially now that he has given this very controversial speech. Especially now. So there still is hope for this world and we are not all going to die now. Thank you for your time, sir. The EU is clashing with Hungary and Poland. Both countries refuse to participate in the very fair distribution of refugees, who really look like this. Our correspondent in Brussels will elaborate further. Yes, even though we are all in this union together, the Polish and the Hungarians are still refusing to participate in the very fair distribution of refugees. These refugees are often women and children who are fleeing from war. Correspondent, do you think the situation will improve for these poor people who totally look exactly the same as is depicted on this picture? I don't know, but everyone in Brussels is hoping that the situation will improve for these poor people. Everyone, except everyone who is racist. But I found Frans Timmermans, so let's see what he has to say. Oh, I think it's so horrible for these poor people. The fact that a European leader would do something like this is very hard to digest. Yes, Hungary's leader is Viktor Orbán, who is a very bad man. Very bad, very authoritarian and very undemocratic, because he got elected by the Hungarian people in a way that is very undemocratic. Yes, absolutely. And when people flee from war, you're not going to ask them what their religion is. It is about their sacredness of rescuing the life of another human being. Yes, and Orbán has said that multiculturalism in Western Europe has been a mistake, and that he doesn't want his country to make the same mistake. And these type of statements make him very racist and very undemocratic. Yes, this lack of humanity. So we have to do something. So Juncker and I talked about this, and we are considering to send in our European army to get the Hungarians back to dignity. Yes, we have to send in our European army to force them to do as we say. It is the only moral thing to do. That is very understandable. Thank you for your valuable time, Mr. Timmermans. And something similar seems to be happening between the EU and Poland, because not only the Hungarians have refused to participate in the fair distribution of refugees, but also the Polish are refusing. During the last couple of years, the Polish haven't accepted a single refugee, and these 1 million Ukrainian refugees don't count, because they are white Europeans, and they are very bad. We are currently in contact with John. John, are you there? Yes, the situation in Poland is very chaotic. As you can see behind me, there is a lot of chaos, civil unrest and fragmentation of the society. Unlike in Western Europe, where there is a sense of unity and peacefulness on the streets. So why did the Polish refuse to participate in the fair distribution of refugees? Yes, that is right. The Polish have not accepted a single refugee. Not even one. Really, not even one. The Polish government refuses to participate, and they have the support of the people. Thank you for your time, sir. We are currently also in contact with Lieke van Ongeren, who is a brand new doctor of Eastern European Studies from the University of Amsterdam. A very good university. She recently promoted on her research on Poland. Hello. So, perhaps you could tell us something about your research. Yes, so I recently promoted on my dissertation on Poland. That sounds very interesting. What is your conclusion on Poland? My conclusion is that they are racist. That is very interesting. And what do you think causes this racism in the Polish? That is indeed ingrained very deeply into their culture. Very deeply ingrained. Well, we are a very involved country. We have a nice Muslim community. Yeah, very nice. So we are very evolved now. But in Poland, they are still very much behind. They don't yet understand how to be good and virtuous like we do. So they still aren't at our level. So in Poland, the people indeed are very much behind and not as good as us. Thank you for your time, Professor. So see, the Polish and the Hungarians are very racist, but we are not racist, because we know that multiculturalism and Islam are very beautiful, so we are very good people. So this was the Dutch news channel, bringing you your daily news. Very neutral, very honest and very objective. You can trust us, really.